Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be slightly different because we're going to be doing something which I haven't actually done before. We're not actually going to be working on a car. We are going to be spraying, but it's going to be something completely different to what we've done before. So I thought it'd be a fun video to do. We'll be using some different spray guns, different paint, and we should have a bit of fun along the way. So let's have a look what we're going to do. I've been asked to spray all this. Now, you most probably can't make head to tail of what the hell it is, but they're polystyrene cutouts of headstones. Right, they're all different shapes, sizes, and it's going to be for a charity party, and the theme is going to be something like the Addams Family or something along those ways. So they were going to hand paint them, and I said, well, no. I said, well, you know, it'd be much easier if we spray them. There's some big bits here as well, look, big massive bits as well. I thought, well, that's going to take them forever. So I said, you know what, it's for charity and be a bit of fun, and it will save them a lot of time as well. So I've stepped in and we're just going to have a go at painting these. So as I said, we're going to be using different spray guns. Reason being is this unit it's actually in is completely empty, so there's no compressors or anything like that. This is the type of thing we're hoping to achieve. I've already done this one back at my unit to see, just to get an idea of what we're trying to go for. Okay, so it's kind of that old grey, miserable looking headstone you would see in a maybe a horror film or something along the lines like that. I'll show you how I done all the writing and like cracks in the actual thing. And like I say, this was just an experiment. We were just experimenting with this one, so we're going to try. We've got so much to try. We can try lots of different variations and different techniques, different ways. Now, the spray guns we're going to be using are these spray guns, and these are very, very cheap to buy. And they are basically what you would use to spray on your spray fences, garden fences and things like that. So they use a water-based paint, which I've got a few cans over there, which I had extras from doing stuff at home and all that. Yeah, we can't obviously use any kind of car paint on it or anything like that, because anything 2K or anything you would use in the car industry, cellulose, whatever, for the simple reason is it's polystyrene. As soon as you put that paint on there, it's going to melt the polystyrene. So the paint has to be water-based. So we're going to be using these two spray guns. I've got one that's a rechargeable one, and one is electric, just to see the different kind of effects we can get, because obviously the electric one's going to chuck out more because it's not dependent on the battery power. So we'll just see. The only trouble is, obviously you do have to thin the paint out quite a bit, so it's most probably going to need quite a few coats. But like I did with that one, there was quite a few coats on that. But what's nice about this unit is we've got the warmth, as opposed to my one. It's absolutely freezing because I didn't actually paint it in the spray booth. So we'll pull these out, we'll get them lined up, and we'll see what we're going to do with them and see where we go from there. Right, let's give it a go and see. Right, so that was the first coat. Actually went on pretty well, because when I did that one originally I used a battery one, and to be honest, it struggled a bit, but that's because it's battery powered, so the paint had to be a lot thinner. With this one I went a little bit thicker, it's covered much better. Obviously it's a different colour because we're going to experiment with all the colours and shading and whatnot, but yeah, quite easy, quite simple. And we'll let that dry now. I think we will give it another coat, and then I'll show you how I actually did all the writing, because although someone's already had a go at putting the writing in and all that, we want to try and get it a little bit more realistic, something that'll stick out a little bit more. So I'll show you how to do that. But yeah, we'll let that dry and come back to it. Right, so what we're going to do now is you can sort of see the kind of marble effect that they sort of have, like different shading and all that. And the way I've done that is literally I've got a couple of cans of aerosol, just black. This one's actually green, just old stuff that I don't use and all that. And there's no real way of putting it on, there's no special way of putting it on. You just literally you can just spray it on from a distance, just to give you like an old effect. Splash it on, and if you want a bit of shading, or like I said, that marble effect, a bit of black, just randomly. There you go, you just get that. I'll show you on this one because it's a bit lighter. You see what I mean? Just randomly, not too much, don't have to go mad, and you get that kind of effect. But what I wanted to show you was, like, we've got some car paint here. This is like just a normal base coat paint that we normally put on, and what this does, this, as I said earlier, it eats into the polystyrene. So if you wanted to add a crack, you literally just draw a random line, anything, doesn't have to be anything special, just random. And what you'll find is it actually starts eating into the polystyrene, so you don't have to carve anything out, and you get a really nice effect. Like, I've done the name there, just painting it on, and it just keeps sinking in, and it's just so easy, and you can pretty much do anything you want then. It's a nice effect. So yeah, it's you know, any kind of car paint will eat into it. If it's not water based, it will eat into it, so anything will work. Right, so we've finally finished spraying all the headstones, all the extra pieces that there were, bases in particular for those skulls. So yeah, very easy, water-based paint, and you just get creative. Use a bit of all the shading there was just used with normal aerosol, and there's no particular way of just putting it on, just really go crazy, and you get some really nice effects, and they actually really do look real, considering they're only polystyrene. So yeah, as you can see, the writing in there, use solvent paint, any kind of paint, car paint, will just eat into the polystyrene, so you get a really nice effect. So if you wanted to know how to spray polystyrene, in particular gravestones, headstones, that's how you do it. A little bit of fun, and it's nice to know that it's all going to charity. As I said earlier, this is going to be for a charity event, So hopefully they'll raise some funds for much needed charities, and they'll get some enjoyment out of this as well. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and till next time, we'll see you in the next one.